What's up, everybody? Happy Midday Monday to you. Another Monday the Lord has allowed us to come together and to see a brand new day. God bless you, my brothers and sisters. Pray that all is well. Mr. Favor is back in the saddle again to hang out with you on this Midday Monday lunchtime. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all are going to lunch, at lunch, whatever you're doing. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me for a little lunchtime information, sharing some business techniques, principles with you guys, kind of passing on some information that I've learned from experience and, you know, what I've learned since I've been in business. And not only that, but many of you know I use a lot of business techniques even as a pastor, because you got to deal with the business side of the ministry. So you got to have some knowledge how to conduct business. And also, we're blessed to have individuals that's on staff that helps with the ministry as well. A lot of things they assist and kind of help with the responsibility that we have as it relates to overseeing and being good stewards over God's resources. So that's a major plus. All right, guys, I'm not gonna be on here long. I'm gonna get right to the point and get off of here. I got, actually, the Nugget is a direct Nugget. It's one of those deals. What's going on? Good evening to everybody that's coming in. God bless you. What's going on, Mother Kiss? God bless your mother. Pray that all is well with you on this midday Monday afternoon. God bless your mother. I'm going to get right to the point, guys. Today is going to be one of those direct nuggets. I'm going to shoot from the hip. Get on out of here. You know what I'm saying? But today is a great day. Having a great day, a productive day. Safe, successful, and productive day. Everything is well. Everything is rolling. So we're great. We're great. I pray that you all are having a great day. Blessed, safe, successful, and productive day as well. God bless you, Brother Lamar. Pray that all is well. Top of the morning, top of the evening. Happy Midday Monday to you. God bless you. Good evening to you. What's up, everybody that's coming in? Happy Midday Monday to you. You're hanging out with your boy, Mr. Favor, on this Midday Monday day. Having a great day. We having some very interesting weather here. It's raining and the sun may peek out. You see the sun kind of peak. Then it goes back to being cloudy again and rainy. But we need the rain, guys. We need the rain. I'm telling you, we need the rain. We've been in a rain drought for weeks at a time. We've had a little shower here and there, but we need the rain, guys. The grass needs the rain. As you can look out here as I'm riding down the road right now, I can see the grass is real green versus it was once brown and just looked like it was like dying or whatever the case may be. So, but everything is looking mighty green, healthy. So, thank God for the rain, man. We need the rain, I'm telling you. Now, we've been experiencing some storms, strong winds, heavy rains, or what have you. But a lot of times that comes with it. You know, storms can consist of not just rain, but wind and lightning and thunder and all of that. And sometimes we will experience some what they would call severe storms. Sometimes we will have to experience some severe storms in order to at the same time receive what we need. So sometimes when you get what you need, sometimes you have to endure some other conditions in the midst of receiving what you need. So don't always think that you're not getting what you need because you have to experience some severe conditions. In the meantime, God can yet provide even in the midst of some severe storms. You understand what I'm saying? And try not to focus and try not to give too much attention to the lightning and the thunder, and you miss the blessing of the rain. Okay? Because sometimes in order to get rain, you also have to endure the thunder and the lightning. Amen. 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 Sometimes what you need is not going to always come along. Sometimes you're going to get what you need, but it's going to come with some other things as well. But don't take your focus off the rain, being distracted by the thunder and the lightning. Okay? Because sometimes that comes along with the rain. The key is, the important thing is that you get the rain. You get what you need to water what God has given unto you. All right. And so even though, because, and even in the midst of getting rain, and even in the midst of the winds blowing and things like that, you're going to see some things fall. You're going to wake up the next morning and you're going to see some things laying in the yard. Like I came out this morning and I saw one of the tree branches from one of the trees in my yard laying in the front yard, and it knocked one of the lines. It looked like a telephone line or something. It knocked one of the lines down, and it was laying on the ground. Okay, but the reason why that branch fell. Good evening to everybody that's coming in. God bless you. Pray that all is well. Pray that everybody doing well. I'm looking down at the screen, but I'm also looking at the road. I'm actually driving. So guys, please forgive me if I don't get to call your name. If I get to a stopping point to where I can stop and look down, I will acknowledge you. But if I don't get to acknowledge you, good evening to you. God bless you. Pray that all is well. And I saw the limb laying on the ground. Now, the reason why the limb was laying on the ground, because the limb was rotten. Okay? And it was easy for the wind to blow it, and the heavy rain and all of that. It was easy for that limb to fall and to disconnect from the tree because it was rotten. Okay? So it lacks stability. It lacks stability to stay connected to the tree. Okay? So, so it ended up breaking off because the strong wind, as it was blowing the tree and as it was blowing the leaves and the branches and whatnot, because the branch and that limb was so weak due to the rottenness of the wood and the rottenness of the limb and the branch, it caused it to snap and break off and hit the ground. Now, but those are the type of things you may encounter in the midst of getting the rain. Okay. And so, but I thank God, watch this. I thank God that the branch fell because it was rotten. Okay. So it was rotten. And I thank God in the midst of the storm caused it to be disconnected. And this is what I want to encourage many of you that are watching. Sometimes God uses storms in order that there are some things and there are some people that needs to be disconnected from you. So you got to learn how to appreciate storms in your life, because those storms are designed not just to bring rain, to water the vegetation and to water the things that needs to grow and needs rain in order to grow and to produce and to reproduce. But storms are also used to cause things that are rotten, that is unhealthy, that is that is not beneficial to our lives and to our development and to our growth. Sometimes we need a strong wind to come and to disconnect the branches and the limbs and all of those things that try to attach itself to us in our season of productivity. You don't need nothing, trying to connect to you that is rotten or does not have the capacity or the ability or the willingness to produce. Okay? You gotta, it's time to stop. It's time to do some inventory, guys. It's time for us to stop being connected to people that is not productive, or that is not producing or bringing anything in your life that causes you to be better. You understand what I'm saying? Get rid of all takers. Anybody that's in your life that just want to come and take and benefit from you, get rid of them. Get rid of them. Okay? Those are rotten branches. Those are rotten branches. And some people are not producing anything. They just want to connect to people that are producing. Because see, that branch, until that wind caused it to break off and fall to the ground, that branch looked like it was healthy. That branch looked like it was producing what it was supposed to produce, because it was still connected to the tree that still got life in it. But you could be connected to something that's living, but you yourself can be rotten, can be dead, can be unproductive. All right. So you gotta monitor your connections. Okay. You gotta monitor your connections, guys. You gotta monitor your connections. And I had to get up early this morning. I had an early day today. I got up, did what I had to do. That part of the day was done. So now I can move on to get done what else I got to get done. I'm on my way now to another place so I can get some things done. But the point is, nothing can get done unless you get up and do it. You got to get up in order to do. You got to get up. In order to get something done, you got to get up and do it. So I had to get up early this morning. My day started early, about 5:30 this morning. So, and it doesn't matter how tired I was. I had a long week last week. I had a busy weekend yesterday. I preached yesterday. My family. Oh, by the way, please keep my family lifted up. My family, my mom, my aunts, all of those. We had death in the family. So please pray for my family. Keep my family lifted up. My Aunt Betty and all of my aunts and uncles and just cousins. My cousin was laid to rest on yesterday. So please pray for our family, the Kears family, the Raymond family, the Austin family. I mean, just call out my family's name and please keep us in your prayers and stuff like that. So, and continue to pray for my Aunt Betty. She really needs your prayers. I was able to, talk to her and speak to her and stuff like that and pray with her. And, she's a strong woman, man. And, she's a real strong woman. So y'all continue to pray for my Aunt Betty. Okay. All right, guys. But, if you're going to get up, if you're going to get something done, you got to do it. You got to get up and do it. Okay. And so you got to get away from people that is not motivated to do anything. See, how can you expect to be motivated to do something when you are connected to people that don't have no motivation in their own life? See, you need accountable people. You need people that say, hey, did you get that such and such done yet? I know you was talking about you was going to get this done and that done. Did you get started yet? Oh, you know what, man? I got busy, forgot about it. All right, now, come on now. You don't want another project. You don't want another project to pass you by. You don't want another opportunity, another moment to pass you by. Okay? Come on, man. Let's get it done. If you need some help, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Now, all that sounds good, right? But if you got people like that in your life, you are truly blessed, okay? And we know that people like that are very rare, okay? People like that are very rare. Most people, they just want to know what you're doing and what you got going on. They ain't gonna help you do nothing, okay? But if you are blessed to have people in your life that helps you to stay focused, that helps you to stay on track, that helps you to stay the course and hold you accountable and don't let you enter into that lackadaisical, that comfort, that place of slackness. You know what I'm saying? If you got folk like that, you are blessed. But, unfortunately, you have to become self-motivated, guys. You got to have that motivation within you. You got to have the motivation within you, and you got to be determined. You got to be disciplined, and you cannot operate out of your feelings and out of your emotions. All right. That's why I say you gotta be a visionary, and you gotta have a plan. Okay. But you also gotta have patience, but you gotta have a willingness. You gotta have a determination, and you gotta be motivated to move when it's time to move. You got to be motivated to do what needs to be done. You got to be motivated to go where you have to go. Okay? Sometimes you got to go where you don't want to go. But in order to get what you need to get, you got to be willing to go where you need to go. Boy, this is good. Simple stuff. But a lot of people don't do it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are missing moments and opportunities and great blessings because they simply won't move. They simply don't want to go where they need to go in order to get what they need to get. They want to sit around and wait for everything to come to them. Or they want to hear about what's going on, but they don't want to go where what's going on is going on. Okay? So you got to have some self-motivation. You got to get up and go. Get up and move. Okay? Get up and do. You know what I'm saying? This sitting around waiting on somebody to do something for you, you're gonna lose and miss out on a whole lot in life. I'm telling you. You're going to miss out on a whole lot in life. And then you're going to hear about what other folk are doing. Now, check that out. You got enough motivation to want to hear about what other folk are doing, but you don't have no motivation to do what you can do, but you would rather hear about what somebody else doing. Come on, guys. Where's the motivation? Where's the sense in that? You understand what I'm saying? What are you doing? What are you making happen? What are you producing? Okay? It's not enough for you to hear about what somebody else is doing, and then you only want to hear about it because you're trying to find an entrance where they are, and you're trying to find an entrance into what they got going on so that it can benefit you. We got to change our mindset. And then we got people that get mad at other people who do not include them into what they're doing. You don't have a right to get mad. You don't have a right to be offended. You don't have a right to be upset because you're not taking the time to invest and to put in what somebody else is willing to put in. You're not willing to make sacrifices, and you're not willing to endure being told no. Some people don't even know how to recover from a no. You understand what I'm saying? When you get a no, or you receive something that quote unquote we call bad news. Okay, if it's not what we want to hear, it's not good news. So we categorize good news to be what we want to hear. And not realizing you have to reach a level of maturity that when I hear something that I may not want to hear, that's still good news. Okay? That's still good news because that's God looking out for me. And even though I don't understand and I don't have all the details, and I may have a few questions that begin with the word why, I still have to trust that God knows what's best for me. So when I get news or I get something that may not match what I was looking for, guess what? I'm giving God glory in the meantime. I'm giving God glory in spite of. Why? Because it's yet good news. It's yet good news. It may not be the news that you was looking for, but it's yet good news. And so your attitude, watch this, your attitude will determine your elevation. We already know this. We hear it like this. Your attitude determines your altitude, right? But attitude is connected to maturity too. Because as you mature, your attitude does too. So everything about you is a reflection of your maturity level. When your maturity level grows and your maturity level increases, everything about you increases and grows. Your perspective grows. Your way of thinking grows. Your attitude grows. Everything, your responsibility level grows. Your everything about you grows alongside of maturity. So when I mature, I automatically see things different. I automatically hear things different. I automatically process things differently. My behavior changes. My attitude changes. My character changes. Everything changes. Why? Because my level of maturity has changed. And when you mature, watch this. When you mature, maturity begins to require everything else to pull up. So you can't line up until you pull up. Okay? You have to be elevated. You have to come from the place where you are in order to line up. So whatever you lining up to is that which is setting the standard, setting the bar. So your maturity sets the bar for your life. Good God Almighty. Your maturity helps set the standard for your life. When you are a mature person, you are a person that's got a standard. You are a person that sets the bar. You understand what I'm saying? And you don't have time for the foolishness. You don't have time for the games. You don't have time for people that don't want to do anything and don't want to go anywhere. And you got to arm yourselves because they're going to talk about you. They're going to try to label you. They're going to misunderstand a lot of the things that you do and the decisions that you make and the directions that you take and all of the things that you do. Don't allow yourself to be distracted by people who cannot understand what you're doing, who you are, and where you are, because they refuse to mature, okay? As a mature person, you will not be understood by an immature person. That immature person has to mature in order to be able to relate to you, because you are operating from a mature level, Okay? It's not that you better than anybody and they're less than you. No, 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 no. Only an immature person would talk like that. You could tell who's immature by the language they speak. Okay? By the way they think. Okay? By the choices they make, by the connections they choose to connect with, by the people they hang out with. Just look at them. Just look at your circle. There it is again. Good evening to everybody that's coming in. God bless you. Pray that all is well with you. Hope you all having a great day. Just look at your circle, guys. Look at your circle. Look at who you hang with. Are you hanging with mature people or are you hanging with immature people? Do y'all do more laughing and joking and acting immature and yet not getting nothing done, nothing productive? But do y'all sit around and talk about people that are doing something, that are making progress and being productive, and you sit back criticizing and critiquing everything everybody else doing? See, you are immature. You are among immature people, because immature people sit around and talk about and do and hang out and do absolutely nothing. Okay, mature people come together and they come with plans, and they come with ideas, and they come with resources, and they come with motivation to say, hey, let's pull together, let's come together, let's work together. It's not what I can get from you, how it can benefit me. It's us coming together, pulling together. What happened to the togetherness? Where's the togetherness? We could come together and talk about people. We could come together and laugh at somebody. We could come together and try to become somebody's demise. We could come together and try to fight against somebody. But why can't we come together and be productive and produce and reproduce and be effective and come together and bring about a change that can bless so many people's lives? Where is the fellowship? Where's the togetherness in business? Why can't businesses come together? Why is it that it's when we come together, it's always how it's going to benefit you? We ain't bringing nothing to the table, but how is it going to benefit me? I ain't bringing nothing to the table, nothing. No provision, no connections. You don't have nothing. But you want to come to the table, and you want to come to the table with a plate, a knife, a fork, and a napkin. And I don't expect a lot of people to stay on here, because people don't want to hear the truth. Even in business, we don't want to hear the truth. Even as it relates to church, folk don't want to hear the truth. But you know, I'm not called, I'm not sent to everybody. Okay, I'm not sent to everybody. I'm only sent to people who are really serious and mature, and those who really want to better themselves and to be productive, and you know, and but why can't we come together? I don't understand it. But you know, sometimes I realize you gotta have self-motivation. You got to have the motivation. You got to have the discipline. You got to be the one determined. You got to be the one that sometimes you got to make the sacrifice. And sacrifices, watch this, sacrifices are seeds. When you make a sacrifice towards something or in something or as a result of something, that's a seed you're sowing, okay? You're sowing into tomorrow. You are sowing into the future. You're sowing into the destiny of not just you, but others as well, okay? So a sacrifice is a type of seed. So when you make a sacrifice, you are sowing a seed. You are making an investment that will later on turn into a return. See, we don't like to wait on nothing. We want everything quick. We want a quick turnaround. I was preaching this on yesterday. AGA was preaching this yesterday in the message, that we're dealing with a mindset people of the microwave. We want to put it in the microwave, hit the minute button, hit the 2-minute button, hit the 5-minute button, and we want to hear the beep. We want to hear the it's done beep. And after 1 minute, after 2 minutes, after 5 minutes, then we want to hear the it's done beat go off, so that we can take out what we just put in. So we don't want to wait. We don't like waiting. We don't understand the process of waiting on the return. We want it quick. And most of the time, that quick stuff, that turnaround stuff, turn out to be a Ponzi scheme. Turn out to be something that is not legal. You understand? It's something that is not it's too good to be true. You understand? But we got to get out of that. See, you got to be patient in order to be prosperous. Prosperity, true prosperity, godly success, true success requires patience, because it's not going to always happen overnight. It's not going to always happen immediately, okay? It's not going to always happen that way. And so you got to be willing to be patient. You got to be willing to wait on some things, because some blessings come with the requirement to be patient. Some blessings come with the requirement you got to wait. You got to wait on the results. You got to wait on the return. And not realizing that when you don't have any patience, you walk away from a lot of blessings, a lot of opportunities. Okay? And so I just wanted to share that with you guys. Listen, guys, I'm in a different place right now. I'm in a different place right now, and I know a lot of people may not understand a lot of the things that I'm saying, a lot of the things that I'm doing, but I can't worry about that. I'm in a different place right now, to where I'm starting to see, because the higher you go, the higher God takes you, the more God does for you. It changes your perspective. It changes the way you think. And now I realize why it is that average and mediocre is so common. Now I realize it. I realize it. And then when you get to a certain place like this, the mediocre, the people that won't, they settle for the average. They settle for the mediocre. They settle for the just getting by. They settle for the, the struggle. You don't have to be there. You don't have to do those things, is what I'm trying to tell you. But when your mindset is not in a place to where it wants to grow, it wants to think bigger, it wants to expand, and you always want to be the victim in everything, you will stay in this low place, and you will only reap but so much. You will only gain but so much. But when you go to another place, and God blesses you to go to a higher place of thinking, and a higher place that involves vision and insight and foresight and all of that, you then begin to understand, like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Wow, because you got to get out of the mindset of you want everybody to like you. You want everybody to agree with you. You want everybody to support you. And man, this is real. And I'm beginning to see things, man. We got to change the way we think. That's what's hurting us as business owners. We got to change the way we think. We got to get out of this competitive mindset. We got to get out of this. We suspicious of everything and everybody. We even got to get out of this race mindset. We gotta get out of this. You gotta break that, because you are limiting yourself. There's so much opportunity out here. There's so many blessings out here. There's so many doors out here, and especially to the believers, especially to the Christian businesses. I don't even know why we even worried about systems and all kinds of stuff. We are supposed to be a part of the kingdom of God. We operate under a different system. The kingdom is greater than the world system. The Bible says that the heart of the king is in the hands of the Lord, and he can turn it whithersoever he will. Why are we getting caught up in all of these different systems and then blaming the systems as to why we're not walking in our God-given inheritance? And we're not experiencing the blessings of the Lord as Christian businesses. Why are we still using the race card? Why are we still talking about who don't want me to have this and and you a believer and you supposed to be a Christian business and you blaming the systems of this world as to why you can't do better? The devil is the liar. You got to change the way you think. You are your biggest hindrance because you won't get up and move. You won't get up and get motivated. You won't get up, excuse me, you won't get up and put the effort in and make the sacrifices. You won't get up. It's you. You don't even have a plan. You don't even have a business plan. You're not even planning to do better. You're not even planning to branch out. You don't even have a plan to do more than what you're doing. And so, it's not the system's fault. It's your fault. You won't get up and move. Who can stop you from writing that book? Nobody but you. Who can stop you from opening up that business? Nobody but you. Who can stop you from going to school? Nobody but you. Who can stop you from buying a house? Nobody but you. You can get a house. You just got to work on your credit. You just gotta make some changes to your spending habits. You gotta make some changes. You gotta discipline yourself. Why can't you expand that business? You can expand that business. You already in business. All you gotta do is sit down and make some plans. What else do you want to do within your business? What else? You can expand that. You can put it right up under the same umbrella, but depending on the type of business it is, you may have to call it something else, but it's still going to be profitable to the business because you are expanding and you're branching out. You're offering different services other than what you primarily do. Your primary service, that's your main service. But you can add some additional services. Put it right up under that umbrella and be productive. What's stopping you, guys? What is holding you? What's hindering you? Fear? That's not an excuse, because you know how to overcome fear, because before you went into the business that you're in right now, you had to overcome fear. You've already been there. You've already done that. Don't let that stop you. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to step out. Don't be afraid to try. Look, there's nothing wrong in trying. Okay? What's wrong is that you don't try. You don't even make an attempt. I'm talking to somebody right now, and you've been bound by fear. You've been bound by fear for a long time. You've been sitting around. You got a lot of rough drafts that you have written out. You got a lot of outlines. You done watch videos. You done talk to people that may be in the same line of work and business as what you are seeking to go into. You done been through a whole lot. And you keep saying, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And every time you sit down and write out, and every time you set out to go do it, fear comes and arrests you. Fear comes and grab you and say, nah, you better not. You better not. You're going to fall. You're going to fall on your face. It ain't going to work. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And you sit there and you allow fear to rob you of another opportunity to try. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try. And I pray for you. And I pray and I ask God to break that fear off of you, off of your mind, off of your heart, off of your spirit, and allow you to be released into the peace of God and be released into the freedom to succeed and try. I pray for you. Whoever you are, I pray for you. This is not the time to be afraid, guys. If God has given you something to do, and He has put something in your hand, and He has given you an idea, don't be afraid, guys. Don't be afraid. The Bible says, for God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. We got a sound mind. We got love. God has given us love and power. Okay, you have the power. As long as you keep loving God, you have the power to get it done. All right, and don't be in no hurry. We ain't got to rush it. Take your time. All right, let God lead you. He guides you. Learn as you go. Take your time and learn as you go. You ain't got to be in a hurry. Success will be there. Okay? Prosperity will be there. All that stuff will be right there waiting on you. Just take your time, guys, and don't rush it, okay? But try. Get out there. Do what you can do. All right? Start small. Crawl before you walk, okay? Take some baby steps. Don't be in a hurry, and don't allow anybody to push you or pressure you to do more than what you can do, okay? So you have to grow into more. You got to mature into more. You got to take your time, okay? Responsibility is something you got to grow into. That's something that you got to learn. You got to experience some things, and as you experience some things, you learn from those things that you experience. That way it can help you grow. That's how you increase. That's how you become more, and that's how you become effective. That's how you become better at what you do. Okay, you ever heard the term practice makes perfect? The more you do it, the better you become, the better you be at it. All right, take your time, guys. I'm rooting for you, man. I want you guys to make it. I want you guys to succeed. I want you guys to get out there and do the best you can. All right, and don't do it to try to impress people. Don't allow what you do to be motivated by impressing people. Okay, you get out there and you do what you can because you want to make a difference. You want to give back. You want to add to somebody's life. You want to help somebody's life become better. And when you help other people become better, it brings a joy. It brings a fulfillment to your life. Okay, so hang in there, guys. Sometimes things can get a little rocky. Sometimes things can get a little bumpy. You know, in business, you got your ups and your downs. You got your good days. You got your challenging days and all of that. But keep on keeping on. All of that is giving you experience. All of that is giving you experience, guys. That way it can make you a better business owner. It can make you a better entrepreneur. It can make you more responsible. Okay, guys? So I know these things are working. I know these videos are working because people are watching these videos, and I'm receiving praise reports and testimonials every week. So it works, guys. All you got to do is apply it. All you got to do is put it to practice, guys. Manifestation comes out of application. There could be no manifestation if there is no application, okay? You have to apply it in order to see the manifestation of it, okay? So just knowing it and just hearing it is not enough. Don't just be a hearer of the word, but be ye also doers of the word, all right? Listen, guys, I really enjoyed this time with you. I took a little longer than I anticipated, but I had a lot to share with you guys. I pray that it was a blessing to you, and you got something out of it. You're working hard, and you're putting in the time, you're putting in the effort, you're putting in the sacrifices. Remember, sacrifices are seeds, It's an investment that you're putting in order to receive the results later. So you got to have patience. Sometimes some blessings is going to require you to have patience in order to wait on the results. Okay. So sometimes you got to wait a while, but it's okay. While you wait, keep working. While you wait, keep moving. While you wait, keep being productive. Now don't just sit around and wait, because you're going to get frustrated and you're going to become anxious and you're going to be easily distracted. Okay. You got to keep moving. That's just like a waiter or waitress that's in a restaurant. You understand what I'm saying? They're not just waiting on one table. They're waiting on multiple tables. They're doing multiple things, and they're being very productive. Okay. So they're not just sitting around and now the one that sits around and don't move and don't move around and don't do other things while they're doing what they're doing, they're going to become restless, they're going to become frustrated, and they're going to become distracted, and they're going to end up doing something else that they don't need to be doing. Okay. So if you watch a good waiter, they constantly moving. Sometimes when I'm in restaurants, I'll sit and I'll watch waitresses and waiters, and I notice their technique. I notice how they move, and they go from table to table to table. They are constantly checking on their customers and the people that they are serving. Can I get you some more drink? Do you need anything else? And I'm watching them. How they strategize, how the strategy that they have. And then I also watch waiters that stand around and just talk and on their phone, and they're not really communicating or interacting with the people that they are serving. And so they are the ones, check it out, they are the ones that don't really get any tips, or they'll get a tip, but it's a small tip, or they get any tips at all. And then they get frustrated. They get frustrated that they didn't get no tip, but not realizing it is the quality of your service that determines the results, the return. It's the quality of your service. Versus this young man, they coming over, they talking, they communicating, they staying on top of your refills. If you need anything, they go and get it. They make sure you are taken care of. They constantly checking on you. And guess what? Them the ones that deserves the good tip. And I watches that. It's all in your strategy, guys. It's all in your service. It's all in your interactions. It's all in you communicating. It's all in you stepping out of your comfort zone to interact. You got to interact. You got to have that. Okay. So y'all take these techniques, guys. Take these nuggets. They work. Trust me, they work. I work them every day. I'm a living witness. And I got the results and the fruit to prove it. Amen. I got the fruit and the results to prove it. Okay. And this is why I'm out here now, moving and shaking, getting it done. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't sitting around waiting on nobody to do nothing for me. I ain't sitting around waiting on somebody to call me. I ain't at home, sitting around laying in the bed, watching TV, waiting on my phone to ring. No. I ain't doing all that. I got to get it done. You understand what I'm saying? The Bible said he give us the power to get wealth. He give us the grace and the strength and the ability and the knowledge and the thinking capacity and the potential and the skills and all of that. We got the power to get the wealth. But you got to get up and go. You got to go get it. All right? And that's what I'm doing. I'm hitting the highway right now. I'm jumping on the highway. I'm headed to my next destination. And so I'm about to get off this phone so I can focus on this highway and traveling in this heavy traffic here. But y'all keep your boy lifted up in your prayers, and I will most certainly pray for you. And it's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys. Thank you guys so much for spending your lunchtime with your boy and listening to these principles, these midday Monday nuggets. I pray that it'll be a blessing to you guys. Please share the videos with somebody you may know that may be in business or seeking to be in business or whatever the case may be. And share these videos with them. And allow it to bless their lives. All right. This is it, guys. This is it. This is it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Step out there, you know, put your plan together, pray about it. Let the Lord lead you. Talk to the right people. Get rid of them rotten people. Get rid of the negative people and get rid of the immature people. People that don't want to be mature, people that are not productive. Get rid of all your takers and let God connect you to the right people so that you can build something that's going to be a blessing, not just to you, but to be a blessing to so many people. All right. This is Mr. Favor. It's been a joy to share the nugget with you. And as I often say to the to the Monday night crew, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is walking about as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. But we choose to dwell in the secret place of the Most High so we can abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Come on back tonight, guys, at 7 p.m. AGA. Started a new segment last Monday night entitled The Issues in the Music Ministry. And man, we had a time last Monday night. The Lord really blessed last Monday night. We had an awesome segment. So many people were blessed by the segment. And so we're going back, segment part two. Part two. Going back into that great segment entitled The Issues in the Music Ministry. All right. And it is designed to address the issues, but to minister to the musicians. All right. We're not here to beat anybody down. I'm not here to throw shade, throw rocks, or anything like that. But God is concerned about the music ministry. He's concerned about the gifts. He's concerned about the people that operate in these gifts. And so we got to get back to the standard. We got to get back to sanctification as it relates to the life we live. And if we're going to be effective, and if we're going to be anointed by God to operate in the gifts, we have to meet the requirements. All right. There could be no compromise, guys. And so man has compromised too long. And so we'll talk about that on tonight. And so come back and hang out with AGA at 7 p.m. tonight. Again, this is Mr. Favor. I enjoyed you guys. And until we meet again, guys, if it's going to get done, you got to get up and do it. All right. It's time to get it done. Let's get it done. Let's go, guys. Let's make it happen. All right? Y'all be blessed. I'm out of here. Peace.